Hello, my name is Seth Kehoe, and I'm doing a philosophy of arts project for Michael Ducey. And the article that I will be reviewing today, or attempting to analyze that is Immanuel Kant and the critique of judgment. Throughout my whole philosophy career, Kant has been a pretty consistent utilitarian. However, he moves through things so quickly that it's easy to overlook or underanalyze something. So we don't have enough time to go over the whole argument, so I'll just touch up right before I get to the meat of it. Now, Kant starts off, he talks about he's interested in the beauty and the beautiful in the taste, how to judge that. Now, the judgment of taste, he states, is not a judgment of cognition, but rather an aesthetical one. Now, Kant calls aesthetical judgments judgments of taste, and though they are based on an individual's subjective feelings, they are also claim universal validity. The one thing that I want to touch on for Kant is sensus communis, which is common sense, and this will reoccur when we talk about subjective universality further, and that's the part that I really want to focus on later. So we'll dive right into that. But for Kant, he's interested in this article. What is beautiful in taste. He's worried about the judgment of taste. He doesn't think that it's cognition, but he thinks that it's more, aesthetical. To get down to the further part of the argument that I want to focus on, Kant goes down to two remaining judgments in his argument, and he goes down to the beautiful and sublime, which he states occupy space between the agreeable and the good. Now, they are what these beautiful and sublime are what Kant calls subjective universal, and that's the part that I want to focus on today. That means that these judgments are subjective and are not to any absolute or determinate concept, and this ties a lot into our art class, because all we do is judge art, and it's everybody perceives it differently, but it's how we judge it. And I feel like through this class, everyone has gained a better experience or understanding of how to adequately be a critic of art. So that's what I want to focus on. So with Kant's view on judging beauty, one question that I would say is, if you agree with Kant's view on judging beauty, do you think that art critics have rational and sufficient grounds to decide what's beautiful and what is not? That's kind of a tricky subject, because for this subjective universal, it's supposed to be that there's no defined standard that judge of art what beautiful is. So by that, there might be some similarities when you're judging art, that are certain emotional responses that could be found similar. He says that some of these are universally agreeable. However, he says that all of these are subjective. So it's kind of an oxymoron of a sort. But while these people experience different things, taste or feelings, there's definitely going to be similar responses found throughout. One thing that I want to look at is, as an example, take this piece of art. Now, one might think that this piece of artwork is just nothing. It's just a couple random colors and whatnot, but to me, it's aesthetically pleasing. I could look at that all day, and I'm sure that I express a few different emotions than what other people would be normal to. But I would agree with Kant, because you can't really put any concept on any standard to really judge art. I think that's the beautiful thing about art. It's more I like art because you can get into the mind of other people when they are creating it. And I think that's why art is so vast and so interesting, and it'll never get old. So So with reviewing that painting, we can tell that while I might get some aesthetically pleasing feelings from that portrait piece of art, other people won't necessarily get that same feeling. However, I do agree with Kant that there is some, similar universal relation that we can grasp onto. Not a definite one, but a lot more similarity than people would deny. In conclusion, I would say that Kant can be a little confusing, but I would agree with him on his critique of judgment because I think it's only the most accurately way to judge art and be a fair critic. So that is how I feel on the subject. Thank you.